All right, we're back. We're gonna get right into it. We are gonna do this until we find out whether or not we're gonna keep having technical issues and figure out why we keep having technical issues with the sound and the video skipping like a needle on a dusty ass record.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'm not sure what that's all about. We had about 12 episodes of great quality, but moving back over here to the couch has thrown a monkey wrench in our processes.
Right. Which is funny
Which,
because it didn't the first episode or the second.
yeah,
It
we
slowly
have
started.
episodes where it works over here, and then
So,
we
well,
have you're just not going to do this today days. Which is what happened last time. We didn't realize until we printed how bad that episode was.
yeah, twice.
Yeah,
Like we actually did the episode twice and didn't realize until it was all the way recorded that there's so many hiccups and scratches. It hurts the
nasty.
ears to even hear.
It's not even fun to watch
Yeah,
as much as I like to go back and
enjoy the old videos.
enjoy our episodes. Like it's not fun to watch the ones where it the quality is so bad.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
few recap points just to make this a little healthier, make the last video a little healthier. I upgraded from the PS5 to the PS5 Pro, and so far I'm liking that. It's
Crisp.
it's crisp.
Yeah.
It's sexy. It really is. And I have to go back and replay everything basically Virgin Records style every game I have on the PlayStation because I flubbed
Your save
my
files.
save files. The game data files are all there, but the save files are gone.
Yeah.
But that's kind of cool because you get, just like
It's a fresh
fresh
experience now.
fresh experience
Yeah.
again.
That happened with the Xbox when you upgraded me. I was like, oh man, I lost my saves for Fallout. And I was like, oh man, I get to start new saves on Fallout
Yeah, there's
and
some.
Titanfall. It's all
Of
fresh.
course, I've shot myself in the nuts. You realize this because now it's like, well, now I have to compare how everything looks on the Pro.
But you don't go anywhere and play games at other people's house, so you really don't have to compare. I, I'm sure the X is a little bit less capable, but do you notice it?
Uh, Not while you're playing. Like I would think that the naked eye is, unless you're talking about like that, going back to a CRT.
Yeah,
Like to the naked eye, there's probably not that wild of a difference.
right.
But
But there's got to be something there.
unless somebody sets it up for you side by side.
hmm But I mean, I do agree. If you see it side by side, there's got to be something there because you got 5 years of different, 4 years of different technology in there. I
Yeah,
mean, it changes so much. So
I don't know how Tim was actually asking me about this a couple of days ago, like when exactly the Pro came out.
that's a good question.
I think
Um,
2024 maybe.
it was the 30th anniversary
Let's call it 2025 because I feel like the 30th anniversary would have been
in 25.
January March of 25, maybe a year
Well,
ago.
when did the PlayStation 1 come out?
Well, that would have been 1995.
Fair enough. It would be not, it'd be said it dropped November 7th, 2024.
2024.
So I mean, right at the end of the year before 25. Because I remember they were doing the whole you can get a PS5 Pro that's like gray, like your old PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I mean, they dropped them at were they $1,000
Get the
then?
control, like the PlayStation Gray
Yeah,
controllers. I wouldn't mind having that set up
I think those were $1,000 though because they upcharged them
just for nostalgia purposes.
100%.
You're
Catch one on the resale side at the right price. I might make it in the collection one day.
what is it? What is it we said about it? You're paying for memories or something like that. Whatever the however we characterized it.
I think for me, I guess you're paying for a feeling. You're paying to feel
That
a
you're
feeling you
you're pay
felt back
a
then.
ticket back in time. That's what you're buying.
Yeah, because it doesn't work for very long. You can play your games that you feel nostalgic about over and over, but like after about that first or second replay,
Yeah,
it loses
you're
that
not going to get
touch.
that same hit
Yeah,
every time. Like that's why people just keep going back, because they're just trying to
yeah.
reclaim glory and
That's how I am with Fallout. I'll replay those games every. I'll give them a break for 4 or 5 years and then give it a run.
come back.
I haven't played New Vegas in a long time, so probably time to start that up since we're on just finished season 2 of the TV series.
Well, I'm working on Hogwarts Legacy again, which we were playing last time, and like there's that game has just got so much to do, and
Yeah,
it's such a massive map, and there's so many different things.
you said you haven't even played the DLC yet.
Well, technically there is a tiny little DLC, but Hogwarts Legacy, there's not a lot of DLC treatment for that game like that because there's just so much in
The base game
the
itself.
base game. It's like it almost doesn't need it.
Could you say that about Control though?
I'd almost say that about Control.
You just felt like they blessed you with one,
They just
or
went
two.
ahead and blessed me with two DLCs
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
It
God love Remedy.
uh I mean really. And the more I hear about Control Resonant, I mean, I'm still excited to play it. It's still going to be my game of the year when it comes out later this year. But in a way, it does bum me out that Jesse's not even a playable character. Like
Yeah,
you never leave
the main story first. The story that started it all's main
yeah
character out.
yeah
Yeah,
she's supporting player in the sequel, and you're playing as Dylan, and I don't know. I don't necessarily enjoy that shift, but
you're gonna ride with it because it's Control.
oh yeah,
Yeah, how can you not?
it is Control. It's not some pissant little FBC fire break,
Right,
but I mean it is Control, and
right.
from what I've seen, like it looks like a cool game. That they take the same vein Control does, and it's all these wild ass environments and
Yeah,
shifting, shifting.
paranormal things,
Yeah,
all that stuff. Yeah.
so it's all that, but and she is in the game. Jessie is in the game. You just don't play as her.
Okay,
So
it's just a catch. Yeah, yeah,
it's just like, well,
it's a little bit of a disappointment that you think you can get past.
maybe it'll work out. Maybe I won't be disappointed because I took a
I
chance
mean,
on
I'm about to
Control.
say, yeah, they
I
didn't
took
disappoint you the first time.
No, they didn't. I
Have
took a
have
chance
faith
on
in your team.
Control. Sam Lake, I am trusting you. I am trusting in
Wisdom.
your wisdom. Don't let me down. Scooby Doo and Cold School Frankenstein.
I seen a post the other day that said something about who would you recast as the next Scooby Doo or the next Shaggy?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know the dude's name that played it other than Matthew Lillard.
Uh, Nick something. I saw a post that was basically comparing.
It was like, leave this reaction if you wanted this one, or leave this
Yeah,
reaction if you wanted that one. God bless the other one. But that poor soul is never going to stand a chance against. Nobody's going to stand a chance against Matthew
no,
when it comes to playing Scooby.
absolutely
Like
not. You could
Shaggy.
not do better than that. And I keep seeing, the AI is generating a lot of articles on Facebook anyway. But one
Yeah,
of the ones that they really like to toy with me on is like it's under like a movie heading, and it's like concept posts for sequels or whatever.
kind of like what I sent you the other
Yeah,
day. This
yeah,
the Simpsons hit and run
yeah.
possibly coming to PS5, which would be cool. Yeah,
Well, they hint that it's possible, assuming there's any merit to the articles at all. Like the showrunner for The Simpsons is like who anytime anybody says who knows,
Yeah.
everybody gets their butthole puckered up and they're like,
Next thing you know, they went home and AI generated a picture of it real quick.
you know, suddenly, because your phone or whatever your smart device is listening to you and it generates something it thinks you're going to pay attention to, all of a sudden you believe,
Bazinga.
you're on the Polar Express
Yeah,
and you believe.
that's right.
I don't know. I've basically taken on the mentality that 90% of what my phone is suggesting to me is bullshit,
Yeah.
and it's AI generated on some level or another.
Facebook is just riddled with it. Like
Uh,
I'm at the point now, like if a story is more than like one or two paragraphs and it's broke down to a bunch of these like 2 and 3 sentence paragraphs or sections, I don't read it because I think it's AI generated.
especially like the ones that are real bad or the hero articles where
Yes.
it'll like what the ones that I saw were for Mortal Kombat, original Mortal Kombat, 1994 Mortal Kombat, the movie, and Christopher Lambert is in that movie, and he does a good job, and I enjoy that movie. I thought, man, this could have been R-rated, but for the PG-13 they went with, it did a lot.
Right.
That being said, like this art, like just went on like a 9 paragraph, diatribe about how Christopher Lambert was the glue that held the movie together. He just this hero article
And it's
about
like they'll say something here and then it's flipped over 3 lines later and just repeated in another fashion.
yeah,
Like
it's like he held the movie together. He made sure that production was running smoothly. He was Paul Anderson's shoulder to cry on, and
he
you
gave
know
up the
he
time, he
he
made the
gave he
sacrifices.
gave and he gave and he gave, and I'm sure he's a great dude, and I don't have any problem believing
Right.
that he did a lot
To make it happen.
to make it happen and to be helpful on the project. But I mean, the just massive hero article, and I'm thinking there is no way it is that deep.
Yeah.
There's no way that
So you're
it.
telling me that a few of these things didn't fall under his job description
It's like
in general anyway?
okay, he was a dude, but
Yeah.
a fu- a fucking
He's
superhero.
a legend. Better recognize.
And in every one of these articles, it's like whoever they're talking about, they always paint him like the second coming level shit,
Yeah.
and it's like he was a nice guy. No, he wasn't a nice guy. He was the sole the sole center of humanity and decency in a criminal, cruel world, man. And
Right.
I'm like, this is AI as hell, man. You remember the story you were telling me about how like you could feed your family photos into like an AI generator or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that, and it would spit back a description of that using whatever sassy.
Oh yes. Getting it to roast us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like somebody gave.
When you read that, the way the dialogue is written, you can just tell.
Yeah,
It's the same. So I'm not seeing the heroic ones as much. I'm seeing these like clickbaity ones
yeah,
where they're like, oh, it'll be a picture of like a bank account or a bag of groceries or something, and be like, oh, look at what my worthless baby daddy did. He only brought X, Y, Z, and blah blah blah. And then like she'll go down and say like within the last couple sentences, it'll be like the most obscene thing where like, what do you mean if he did XYZ, then he didn't need to give you that on top of it, and you're sitting here mad about it or whatever. Like
yeah.
the situation always in the last couple sentences takes a complete turn, and it's almost like they are trying to play victim in the situation that they were actually up in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's weird. Like the AI will make the case for the other person, and then make the main person look stupid. And I've seen 3 posts like that just within the past week.
I I I've gotten to the point where unless it's somebody I actually know, I
Yeah,
don't trust anything I read on Facebook.
yeah. And that's what sucks because people share stuff they read,
Oh yeah.
and the
It's
videos are getting me.
it's almost it's like the AI programs have designed it that way that they design articles that people want to share based on a common interest or whatever, so you're just being bombarded on an almost.
Well, that's the market now. Like I've seen videos where they're like, "Oh, you want to make money from home? Okay, well, go to this AI generator, tell it to make you an AI generated video about the information of this thing or that thing or that thing, and then you just start posting all these videos on all your social media." So like everybody's just using AI to generate billions of videos, and it's like we're getting to the point where it's going to be 60% AI and 40% real. I mean,
Yeah,
we're already almost
I mean,
50-50.
if it's not already that split, we're very, very close.
Yeah,
You'd probably be staggered how much of everything out there is AI. Like
no,
all anymore, unless you can physically put your hands on it.
yeah.
Maybe it's not even, maybe Trump isn't even a real person. He's an AI generated figment of our imagination.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go there, what is real? What isn't a figment of our imagination?
We're all in the Matrix. I've said it before.
You might be right, buddy.
Reality's an illusion. We're all in the Matrix.
Everybody's convinced the timeline shifted when Hombre died.
Ain't no spoon, motherfucker.
Is that from the Matrix?
There is no spoon. Anytime I want to do something badass, if I don't say, hey friends, I'm Johnny Cash after, I say there is no spoon before,
All right, I got you.
and then I do something bad. There is no spoon, something badass. I did
Head
something
headshot.
badass.
Lined up two headshots, one
Yeah.
hit. Yeah, I'm with it.
Do something badass. Hey friends, I'm Johnny Cash.
What else was some of the stuff I sent you that I really wanted to have a little bit of a conversation about?
There was the hit and run thing. There was the
Stewie gets 2 seasons of his own spin-off
I don't
show.
know how that one would work.
Everybody seems to be pretty upset that Quagmire didn't get his own spin-off first.
Well,
Is it because they he hinted at it in the show, didn't they?
they talk about it in the show, but the actual logistics reason is that Quagmire is a rapist and he'd never learn anything,
Nice.
and Joe is too eccentric a character.
Right.
So
There's not
because
enough content between the two to
so
make a series.
so like the only option was Cleveland because all the other characters are just too far out there. Cleveland is still a street level family man that you could
Yeah,
be like, all right, he's another classic overweight cartoon dad.
yeah.
And
Which seems to be the current trend we're in, which
it,
started from The Simpsons. It
it's
seems
been
like,
that way for it started with fucking the Flintstones.
yeah, I guess this is true. Yeah, it's Flintstones and the Jetsons.
Yeah, classic animation. It did not start with the Simpsons. They just turned it into what it is today.
Yeah. Well, they brought more of that derogatory side
They
to
they
it.
they brought
Them in South Park.
they didn't just bring children to the couch. They brought everybody to the couch.
Yeah. Stuff the kids and the adults were gonna laugh at. Maybe not at the same time, but
Yeah,
everybody was chuckling in the episode at some
everybody
point.
had something to.
Yeah. And then South Park just decided to blow down the barriers and be the most offensive
If we're
possible
if
show you
their
could ever.
their policy is if we're not offending people, what are we
If
doing?
the FCC hasn't called us this week, we need to step it up. Like, what are we doing here?
We had a mission statement. We had what do they call it? Their Bible. Their I know they use Bible, but I can't remember. Our show Bible, I think is what
Is that
they
what they
call
call
it.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like these are the rules that we wrote down when we created our show, and it's their show Bible.
Yeah.
And so it becomes one of those things where like especially with South Park, if they haven't offended basically everybody, we
We need
we
to
need to
re-record it.
we need to go back to work because we left somebody out.
Yeah. I love it.
I It was kind of funny. I got stuck on a wheel yesterday, and this is me giving Zack Snyder way too much credit. because it's
I
like
didn't know you were capable of that.
because I think I've thought all I have to think about this. I've expressed all I have to express about this, and then now these may be AI generated articles because it knows how much I don't enjoy hearing about it.
Right.
But it's like now that Paramount is buying Warner Brothers, there's apparently a lot of talk that they're going back to Zack Snyder and being like, all right, well,
You want to keep going with
do you
what
want
you
to come back and reinvest in the Snyderverse and see
wow,
what we can do to
finish it off or
finish it off? Or
keep it running, whatever the case may be.
yeah,
That would be really intriguing.
and I don't know how to feel about the man. He personally,
Right.
let me say that much. Maybe he's one of those people who I could sit down and break bread, and I'd be like, I want to invite him over for barbecues.
As long as he doesn't tell you how he feels about Superman.
But professionally, as a creative entity, as a filmmaker, because I remember one of the things that he said recently in that article that I was telling you about a few episodes ago, where he was like, I don't have toxic fans, and anybody who thinks I do can go fuck themselves.
Right.
And one of the things that he talks about in that article was that it's almost like he doesn't understand why everybody, like, he said this a long time ago, like back in promotion for Batman v Superman. He was like, I want to deconstruct your heroes. I want to tarnish them in blood and mud. I want to piss you off.
Right.
But now he doesn't understand why everybody's mad. He doesn't understand why people don't like it.
Right.
And so one of the things that he was commenting on in the interview that I was talking about a few episodes ago is that, like, you don't want your stories decided for you in a boardroom, right? That's not what you want. Blah 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 blah. I don't really understand the point that he was like he wants complete creative freedom. He doesn't want to have to answer to anybody. He wants to be able to decide his stories and not have any interference in being able to tell those stories,
Right. However, it needs to be.
good, bad, or otherwise.
Right.
And to my way of thinking, he's telling bad stories.
Right.
And with important things that I would consider important, yeah, you need a little fucking oversight. Uh, With,
Well, you don't like the drunk kid at the wheel?
I don't like the drunk teenager at the wheel, no.
To reuse your phrase.
And I mean this.
Snyder, we're big fans.
I
Big
I
fans.
just I was waiting for Dawn of the Dead. I was waiting for 300. I was waiting for Watchmen. I stayed for Man of Steel, which I still say I disagree with it. I don't dislike it. I just disagree with it.
Right.
Batman v Superman, I actively dislike,
Yeah.
with the exception of like four scenes. In a 3 hour must there be a Superman diatribe, there's like four scenes that are any good.
Justice League got better though.
Justice League got better.
Minus the Doomsday aspect because it
Yeah.
was just too soon.
Why would you do Superman? How would you do Superman? Why would you do Doomsday? You do.
You said doo doo.
I said doo doo. Why would you do Doomsday on the second movie into this franchise? Why would you do the death of Superman on the second movie in this franchise? There's
Man of
so
Steel wasn't part of it.
what?
The Batman v Superman was the first, and then Justice League was the
Man
second.
of Steel was the first in his trilogy. Batman v Superman was the second movie in his trilogy.
That's where he died. Was in. Oh, okay.
Batman v Super, yeah.
Sorry. I've seen the
It's
movie, but here we are, folks.
and it's like, why are you packing all this into the second movie? And like,
Yeah.
can't you build to this? Like, the MCU built to the
Well,
Avengers.
he's not the MCU. He's Zack Snyder.
and he
He's not building
he fu-
anything. He's building an empire.
he fucked up his formula, and that's why they took his keys away.
Right. Well, now it sounds like Paramount might give him back. And I've been curious to see what Paramount's going to do. Like,
I mean, all the rich people in charge keep giving the keys to their drunk teenagers.
well, it's either that or AI is going to do it. So might as well let somebody with half a
Jay,
brain do it.
James Gunn is in charge. He's in charge until they tell us otherwise.
Right.
So I'm gonna follow him because Superman was a much better Superman movie than Man of Steel was.
Fair. Fair.
But I just I the more I hear him, assuming any of these interviews are real, assuming any of this is things he actually said and the way he actually said them,
Right.
I ugh,
Well, nonetheless,
it's like I just I don't know how to feel better about what I hear.
right.
And I want to because I don't want to be someone who just indiscriminately hates an opinion counter to mine.
Well,
But
well, very opinionated.
damn, and that you're such a petulant egomaniac that you're like, I want you to be mad. Well, why are you mad?
Yeah.
Why don't you like me? Why isn't everybody celebrating my ideas?
Well, he has his fans celebrating his ideas.
Well,
He needs to appreciate what he has, right?
well,
Because they follow the process.
get out there, get toxic as hell, insult every single person in the street that doesn't like his ideas.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'll just tell you this in a minute. Did I show you the parrying things until it gets dumber and dumber in Resident Evil?
Uh,
In Resident Evil Requiem, you can
yeah.
parry things. So this video literally went from a fight with a zombie to a fight with a dude with a chainsaw to all this stuff to a car being launched at you, and you can parry a car being launched at
I
you.
remember seeing the link, but I don't think I actually watched it.
That may not even have been the video I sent you. I seen it and it reminded me of that one.
I'm trying real hard to avoid,
The combat.
well, not to avoid combat, but basically to avoid information about Requiem, like at all costs. I'm trying
See, I
to,
keep seeing these videos that show you like if you do this mission this way, it's super easy to kill these characters and
and
stuff. And I
use
try to avoid
different
sending you those.
tricks and like the one you sent me about how you can like funnel all the liquors
Oh,
into
that's
and
the one
one
I sent
shot
you.
all get rid of all the liquors in one shot. And I'm like, I don't know that I should be watching this.
You haven't got there yet, have you?
I I'm very far away from there. I
Okay.
think
That's why as soon as I sent you, I was like, man, I don't think I want to keep sending him these because
I'm stuck right now. Quite honestly, like
well, parry your way through it.
I have to be on Leon to parry my way through it.
Oh, you're Grace. That's right.
I'm still Grace right now,
That's right.
and and the more the I'm having a hard time avoiding spoilers because they're just everywhere now.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of theory videos and speculation videos, and
Well,
it's
and
just like,
you know the format for the algorithm on things. As soon as you watch one video all the way through, it takes whatever the base information that video provided. And now they're going to take any video that says Resident Evil in it or Resident Evil Requiem, and boom, your timeline is loaded. Like, as
yeah,
soon as I sent you that video, my timeline, I could have almost played the game in
uh,
the videos, just
choked
watching.
yourself out on
Yeah,
the glut of Resident Evil videos.
I've seen more content of Resident Evil Requiem than I have seen on every other Resident Evil game other than 4 combined. Because I've never played any of them other than
What
4.
I need
Oh,
something
2.
that
Maybe 2's better.
explains to me how to do the blood analyzer mini games because I don't really understand what you're supposed to be doing right there. And what sucks is that there is a comparable mini game in Spider-Man 2.
Oh, the one you were telling me about.
Carson
Carson did
actually
it.
played it.
Yeah, and he couldn't figure it out either.
And it's a lot more intuitive the way they do it in that game
Yeah,
than what it is to me in Resident Evil Requiem. And like I can't
you're not
solve the
seeing it.
I'm not seeing it in that game. And like you really need to be able to do that because it gives you, like I hate to call it a skill tree, but I don't know what else to.
Yeah,
It basically gives you a better character model, a better skill
it
set.
enhances it some way.
It gives you more enhancement going forward if you do it and do it correctly.
Okay,
Well, you have to do it correctly
even get through.
to even get through, but I don't understand because they don't really do a good job of explaining how the puzzle works in that game. In Spider-Man 2, they kind of hold your hand.
Yeah.
They hold your hand a little bit
Well, I
with
bet if you would have picked casual, it probably would have held your hand. But saying that you had some knowledge of the game, they're like,
uh,
okay, we can add a little challenge to this.
well, it's a challenge. I mean, especially as Grace because they really hammer you in on the idea. Like she is not combat.
Yeah,
Like you as her.
Leon is combat.
Yeah, Leon is combat. As Grace, you are just trying to
You're investigating and surviving.
you are just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And I have my theories about what's going on in the game, or what will eventually be going on in the game, just because I can't avoid all the videos, and it'll be like such and such Grace connection, such and such, such.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, no, just keep going, just keep going, just keep scrolling, just keep
Yeah.
scrolling. I turn into Dory. I'm like, just keep scrolling,
Yeah.
just keep scrolling. Hoping that I don't make enough sense out of whatever that
The only thing I will say that doesn't ruin it for you is
that it's called
I've
Resident
seen.
Evil Requiem.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
No, everybody in the comments, there was a post about the ending.
Yeah,
There's a good ending and a bad ending, and it was 60% of people picked the bad ending and 40% picked the good ending so far. And everybody was like, well, if you paid attention to the story, then you picked the bad ending.
yeah.
And I'd love to see how that pieces together, but unfortunately, you're supposed to pick the unfortunate thing towards that moment that seems to be the suck
The
your.
shitty call.
Yeah,
Well, I've heard of it. I've heard that there are multiple endings. Now, how many different permutations there are where the game gets even wilder, and there's like 37 different possible
yeah,
outcomes or whatever. It's like I really hate it when games get that wild and hinky. It's like two is fine.
uh,
Three is feeling frisky. If you do more like thir 13 possible different things across the
yeah,
balance of the game you do can change the outcome to where you got like 14 different
yeah.
endings.
We've gone a bit extreme.
Yeah, that's too much.
See, New Vegas has like four. There's actually there's five if you have the DLCs. I didn't know there was a fifth one until I saw a video online to spoil it for me. But I've played through all four of them. But like, I got to the point at the end of the game or like mid game where I had to make that call,
Yeah.
and I saved, and then I played the game from that save, each different way it could have went just to experience it. But I did not play the game from start to finish and run each style.
Yeah.
I did one super positive, one super negative, and on my super positive one, I split it towards the end and then changed my path.
Well, I'm sure there's a way because you do get the ink ribbon saves back. So if you save it at just the right spot, you could probably be like, all right, I played the game from here out this way, played the game out this way another time from this point, but like start to finish, just different.
Yeah, different storylines and different endings just to see
Yeah,
what all the cutscenes play out for you and stuff.
yeah. Two kind of does that.
Do they?
The Resident Evil 2 remake kind of does that because the game will actually change depending on who you choose to play as first.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
like if you did Leon to Claire, the game will pay off a certain way, but if you do Claire to Leon, it'll be slightly different.
Gotcha.
Or not, maybe not even slightly different. Like it will be
A
different.
different storyline. Yeah.
It will play different.
Oh, you're talking about at the very beginning of the game, right? Of two?
Up to. It'll say, hey, do you want to play as Leon or do you want to play as Claire?
Yeah, and either you go to that one building and start investigating it, right?
Yeah.
If you pick Leon anyway, because I think I picked
Well,
Leon.
yeah, like you even if you say you beat the game as Leon
Yeah,
and then you say, all right, well, I want to play again, but this time I want to choose Claire, and it's there the game actually
she
has
has
two
more.
parts.
Does she have the same story? Like her storyline connects with yours,
Well,
or
they overlap at different points across the game,
okay,
but you're seeing the game like you don't walk beat for beat the same path as Claire that you would walk as Leon.
right? Because she's getting to where he is in a different manner.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm
but
with that.
what I'm saying is,
If you picked Leon first, Claire's storyline would be a smidge different. If you picked Claire first, Leon's storyline would have been a smidge different than
yes,
had you picked them first.
yes.
Okay,
Like
that
you
makes
you still
sense.
want to you still want to play the game twice as Leon and then as Claire, but if you play the game technically a third to fourth time,
With the alternate.
yeah, with them switched, the game will be yet again different.
Okay, I'm with you now. That makes sense.
Like you got to kind of look at it as you're playing the game one and two times
Yeah,
because you're playing as Leon and then you're playing as Claire. But then you want to play the game that third and fourth time where you're playing as Claire and then you play as Leon.
right. Because there's two endings for each one.
Yeah,
Right.
there's it permutates is the only way that I can
Describe it.
describe it. Like the game will actually adjust depending on who you play as first.
Right. See, I didn't get very far into it because I sat over here and watched him play it, and he had the season pass, and it sure is a lot easier to play that game when you have unlimited ammunition.
Oh yeah, that all unlock. That all
That was
that all
insane. I
yeah.
went home and downloaded it from Game Pass. I was like, I'm gonna run it. I got this.
You get the infinite rocket launcher. You're clearing rooms.
Yeah, that one dude. By the time I got to him, the first like main antagonist,
Yeah, Mr. X.
uh, piss off.
Just keep dropping rockets in his face.
What rockets, bub? I didn't have that
Look,
luxury.
spend the extra $2, get
I didn't even buy
the
the
extras
game.
unlocked.
I will when I get the game, but I didn't
I won't
at the time. I didn't. I just played it off Game Pass. I didn't have the DLC
see
or
now.
whatever.
I need to get 4 beat because I still haven't gotten through 4.
Really?
Yeah, which is a shame because that is one of the sickest remakes I've seen.
Yeah, we started it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Maybe we should make it a Resident Evil game night.
Well, I'm still trying to get through Requiem at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I can help you with the puzzle, and maybe we can finish four off and then do the puzzle and Requiem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But 7 and 8 were also really critically well received. Like Resident Evil just keeps
they.
getting better.
Yeah, and that's insane.
And 9 Requiem is the highest selling Resident Evil game in the franchise, and it did it inside of a month
Yep,
too.
and tied the user rating for Expedition 33, which pretty much won every Game of the Year
It
award it
it
could have
it,
gotten.
it did in a month what the other games took years
Yeah,
to do.
yeah, yeah. I think I saw a
Years.
post about something like Requiem had more concurrent players on it than any Resident Evil game had up to this point. Not even within the first month, like you said, within even broader span of time. So
Yeah. It's wild and the graphic design alone on that game is
it's beautiful.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I'm
really surprised. I thought for sure you was going to take your Xbox copy in and
I
upgrade it
mean
to the PS5
don't
just to get that upscale.
well my rationalization is this. You know this, but they don't know this.
Right.
I'm trying to keep all my franchises in one place.
Yeah.
So like I have all the Resident Evil games that I'm gonna collect on Xbox.
Right.
And I have, so I'm trying to keep all my franchises on one console rather than having one over here, one over there, one on the Switch. you know what
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep everything in one place.
yeah. So let me hit you with a hypothetical, since we
Okay.
are talking to the fans about this. What if you woke up tomorrow and all of a sudden, oh, we're gonna remaster every Resident Evil game we haven't remastered. We'll drop them one at a time or whatever, but they will only be on PlayStation because that was the original console they came out on.
If
Will that convert you, or will that simply just make you invest in a few games on PlayStation and then go right back to Xbox?
if I have to invest in a few, like if they're, let's call it console exclusives, like hey, this is only going to be on PlayStation.
Right,
Well, I want to play it,
right.
so
I just didn't know if that would pose you to be like, if it's going to be hard to see the word Resident Evil in the PlayStation section and see it down there in the Xbox section.
I guess I'm putting the caveat on there that if I have no recourse, but
Right.
because I want to play it, and it's like I don't want to miss
Any
the
of it.
I don't want to miss the game just because I'm trying to keep it all in one place.
Right.
Then I guess I'll make that decision when I get there.
Highly unlikely possibility here. That was
Yeah.
more of just a what if, but
Well, to answer your what if,
yeah.
that if I have to get it on an opposing console, if it's like, hey, the Resident Evil 5 remake is only going to be on,
Have they not done five yet?
no,
Oh, really?
no,
I was just thinking of like the OG ones when PlayStation was the only console at the time.
no, they haven't done 5 yet.
Have they done any of the OG? I think I saw a thing about the very first one was possibly in the works or
Well,
rumored, you know,
they are talking about a scratch Resident Evil 1 remake,
just restart the whole thing, if
just
you will.
just a scratch remake, just from the ground floor up remake the first Resident Evil game.
So they're like, hey, we didn't know what we was doing with the first one, but here we are. We figured
Well,
it
I think
out.
I think what because they remade it once.
Oh, okay.
Like it was on original PlayStation, and
Yeah,
then they like remade it when it got to PlayStation 2 or whatever.
okay.
And and hit the comments. Let us know where our we need better information on our timeline. But they remade it once already,
Okay.
and at least the way John explained it to me at the time, and granted, this few years worth of conversation ago, like that remake stood pretty well up until then, and they probably felt like it just wasn't as necessary to remake that one because they'd already done it once, and it's like, well, we've already remade it,
Like, how many times are we going to do it?
yeah,
Yeah,
and you got two, three, four,
right.
and there's other
All the other off the storyline versions.
all a lot of other Resident Evil games where it's like, okay, well, Code Veronica could do with a remake at this point.
Yeah.
And so I think they're trying to knock out the things that maybe haven't got that love touch, that haven't got that.
What do you think made him skip five? I mean, I know four is highly accredited, and then you seem to speak well of seven and eight. That's gotten some decent reviews, but six,
I think
is six not very well. What five and six not very well off? Or
I think that they're
I remember when six came out, and it was everybody was excited for it.
they're not the redheaded stepchild, but they are not
Not the best work
they're
of the
not the
series.
best work of the series.
Okay, okay,
Five gets pretty campy. I mean, at one point they're like fighting in a volcano, and Chris Redfield like just punches a massive boulder out of his way.
nice.
Like he just sits there doing one of those Falcon Punch thing, and an ordinary man is able to move a figurative figuratively speaking, move a mountain
Right,
out of his way just by punching it.
I'm with it.
And he does it. He doesn't have. He's not physically in hand. He doesn't have any superpower. Nothing like that. It's not. He is not some wild and crazy Greek demigod. He's just a man, and
Fair.
through sheer grit and rage, he punches a massive boulder out of his way. It gets campy,
Yeah.
and
Whereas everything else kept a realistic dynamic.
it,
I mean, as realistic as you can be for the fantasy you're
it
in.
if it happened, there was a science to explain
How it did.
how it did.
Meanwhile, you're just lost as to what. What did my man just do to the
Yeah,
boat?
it just got quick time event silly for no reason.
Right.
Like Albert Wesker is an insane metahuman, but he's like that because he's done all kinds of experiments on himself.
Is that usually the trend anyway?
That's usually what they're like. They'll be like, "Oh, well, such and such has has powers.
Yeah.
He can like he can move I don't know, super speed or whatever. He has X-ray vision, or he can
Got
you
eight
know
legs.
8 legs,
Crawl.
or through mitosis he can actually create basically split off into two different.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, there is usually he's been doing experiments on himself for years. There is something to explain that.
Yeah.
But there's no man. Chris is jacked for no reason. He's
Yeah.
like, he's hitting the gym, isn't he?
I know what he's doing when he's not fighting these guys.
It was a it wasn't leg day the other day, was it? He was on biceps
We
and
we
triceps.
skip leg days around these parts.
Chris ain't got time for leg day.
That's right.
But that would be my perception
Of that game
of
and
of that of
those
that
two.
and why. Like, there are more critically important games.
The fans aren't crying out for a remaster
Yeah,
like they would have been for 4,
yeah.
7, and 8 and stuff.
Well, 7 and 8
They're
are,
recent enough games. They're not putting
yeah.
out a remaster yet,
I
but
doubt that we're probably 10 years away from them being like, we need to remaster 7 and 8.
yeah, I think they're gonna keep. If anything, they're gonna keep trying to go backwards and like even you said, just redo the first one all from the ground up.
0, 1, 5, 6 Code Veronica, and then like they'll
The
work
most
on
recent
those, they'll
ones,
work on those, and then they'll keep trying to put out new
the
games around
10
them.
or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
but I think what no, it would have been the PS3 that Resident Evil 6 came out on. So, I mean, that
that's crazy to think.
five and six came out on the PS3.
Yeah, you have to be right because it was around the
Oh,
time Carson was born. So
I'm
yeah, before he was born.
I'm to a moral certainty sure I
I don't
am.
doubt you. I used to. I don't anymore.
He's learned.
That's right.
Always bet on Gronk.
Yeah, yeah. Can always bet on Gronk.
I just lost my train of thought. You ever notice that happens? Like, you start something with, you get one word, you start with such conviction.
Yeah, I'm confident.
I'm confident, I'm assured, I have it together. And then by the brief
You know
fire of a
what?
synapse between the first word and the second word, the whole bridge falls.
Gone. I've done that mid sentence.
Mid sentence, fine, but first to second word in the sentence?
I've done that a couple times. But it happens to the best of us, right?
In theory. Before we wrap here, do you have any? We're running long. I don't think we have time for special mentions or final thoughts because we're already running long. So let's call it. Give give everybody the respect of not asking for more of their time, and we will catch you guys later with Mindless Insanity Part 2, the second coming of whatever the hell we're going to talk about in the next episode.
Say we definitely rolled with the punches today, and
We
I
we
liked
we
it.
just we just ran we ran muddy waters today.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy it too. 'Cause we enjoyed sitting here talking about it. Till next time.
Keep on keeping on, folks.